much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today is day 7. Go ahead, pat yourself on the back. A full week worth of showing up for yourself. You should be thankful. You should be very grateful for your mind and your self-discipline and your self-control to get you here on the mat every day. We're going to start today in a seated position. Yesterday, we ended in meditation. Today, we will start in meditation. This flow is going to be recovery based, so we will be moving slow and not so fast paced or strength building. So, go ahead and firmly get those sits bones planted into the mat. Sit up nice and tall. And take the palm of your hands, either face down on your knees to ground yourself, or you can flip them palms up to be in a receiving mode. So, go ahead and drop into this present moment here, trying to observe the thoughts, not let them stew in your mind. We watch them come and we watch them leave. And just wait on whatever thoughts pop up next, because they will come. Be gracious with yourself. It's not a big deal. It takes practice, which is why we come here and we do this. So go ahead and be quiet now. And let's take a few minutes to calm our bodies and our minds. Slowly begin to walk those hands forward here. Coming into a really nice, gentle forward fold with our legs crossed. Should feel nice and zenned out here. Close those eyes. to become part of you. Becoming still takes work. We are constantly go, go, go. Sometimes we need the time to just stop. Slowly push yourself back up. We're going to switch our legs. So if you have the right foot in front, go ahead and put the right foot in the back, left foot in the front. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to walk our hands forward here. Feeling how much different this side feels. We don't cross our legs as much this way, so this way is probably way tighter. As always, anything we do today should not be sharp pains. It can be uncomfortable, but it's not sharp. There's a difference, and we need to know how to listen to our body so we can respond correctly. The mind-body connection is very real and very powerful. Slowly begin to pull yourself back up. We're going to bring our feet to touch for cobbler here. You can slowly just butterfly those legs. Maybe open your feet up. Give them a little massage. We don't get enough time in our busy lives to be thankful for these 2 feet. They carry us everywhere we want to go. We depend on them for so much. Why not show them a little bit of love, appreciation, and some gratitude? And whenever you've had enough foot massage, sit up nice and tall, straight spine here, and we're going to come forward. Keeping that spine as straight as possible. And breathe. Send your loving breath to the tight spaces that are pulling. We're going to open our legs up to a wide-legged seated position here. So our feet are pointed up towards the ceiling. They're not rolling back. They're also not falling forward here. They're pointed up. This makes sure that our legs are revolved this way as well, not rolling forward. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall as you can sit up here. We're going to put our Left hand down right in front of us, and we're going to sweep the right arm over. So we're stretching all down the right side body here. The further you can go, the further you'll walk that left hand towards the right. Keeping the chest lifted, the gaze towards the ceiling here. Feeling the stretch all down that right side body. And inhale to come up. So now our right hand plants down in front of us. Our left hand sweeps over. And the further you can come over towards that right side, the further that right hand goes towards the left. Chest is still going towards the ceiling. Gaze is still towards the ceiling here. We are smiling. We are very proud of ourselves for being here and for showing up. And allow your next inhale to bring you back up to center. And you got it. We are walking our hands forward here for our most beautiful pancake. So go ahead and try to keep that spine as straight as you can, keeping those feet pointed towards the sky. And let's fold into our most beautiful pancake. Next inhale, go ahead and walk your hands up. And bring those legs in. We're going to come into our yogi squat here. So go ahead and pop yourself up. If you need the blocks behind the feet here because the heels can't touch the ground, please do that. We're going to hold this for just a minute. If it feels better, you can have a blanket rolled up and place it under your heels. That'll help you a little bit if you can't come all the way into the yogi squat with the flat feet. So go ahead and find your most beautiful yogi squat and push our elbows into our knees. Hands are at heart center. Go ahead and close the eyes here. Just feeling into this position here. Breathing deeply into that abdomen. Grin on the face. And let's go ahead and drop that left hand down and sweep the right hand up. Gaze can follow. Feel that stretch. Should feel really delicious. Now let's reverse it. plant that right hand down. Sweep the left hand up towards the sky. Your gaze follows. Your grin is up towards the ceiling. So nice. Go ahead and release. Use your hands to push you up. Heel toe those feet in. We're in our standing forward fold here. Go ahead and take the deep bend in the knees. Interlace opposite elbows here. And you can find the stillness here if that feels good. Otherwise, we'll just slightly sway left or right. Allowing that neck and the head and the spine to become heavy and drop forward. Go ahead and plant those hands. We're going to heel toe our feet out to a wide-legged position here. We're standing still. We just have our feet wider now. And just feel in this position. You can walk your hands over towards the right. You maybe walk them over towards the left. Seeing how these feel different. Back towards the right. And over towards the left again. Back to middle. Go ahead and plant that left hand in the middle. Sweep your right hand up towards the sky. Allow your gaze to follow. We're trying to keep the hips square. And we are breathing. We're not holding or clenching here. Nice. Go ahead and release that hand. Plant that right hand where the left hand was. Sweep the left hand up towards the ceiling. Same thing here. Try to keep your hips square as possible. Bending in those knees is fantastic. Beautiful. Release. We're going to ragdoll hang here too. If you found stillness in your forward fold, I invite you to find that same stillness here. If you took the sway, go ahead and take the sway here too. Plant those hands. We're going to heel toe the feet back and come back into our yogi squat position here. Pressing those elbows against those knees. Making that spine nice and tall. And gracefully pop yourself back. And we're going to come into a seated forward fold. So if you like to use the blocks under your sits bones, this would be a great place for that. This allows for more accessibility to fold forward. So if you would like to use the block, I do challenge you to use the block. It's very nice. It's very restorative. That's what we're here for. Go ahead and inhale those arms up. And on your exhale, allow yourself to fold forward. And breathe. Nice, big, deep breaths. All in the abdomen. We're not just breathing into the chest here. We're filling up that belly with every single inhale. Connecting the mind and the body. Very slowly, begin to peel yourself back up here. We're going to come over into an all fours position. So just go ahead and bring the shoulders over the hands and the hips over the knees. Nothing big here. We're just going to bring our right knee to the right wrist. Coming into pigeon here. So if you put the block under that right hip, it'll make this feel so much better, unless you're very open in your hips, in which case you don't need the block. That left leg is straight behind us. Our right foot is engaged, and the hinge in our knee is like a hinge and a knee should be. I'm going to do a little display here. Our knees, they only bend this way, period. There's they don't happen. We hurt ourselves. So when we are in pigeon, we want to make sure that it's bending as it should, okay? So when we're in pigeon, we are getting the revolve here from the hip, not from the knee, okay? So remember, our knees do like this, one way. So that means that this leg is probably going to be tucked in. It's fantastic. This is the stretch we are going for. You will feel this in your right hip, and that's where I want you to feel it. I want you to sit up nice and tall first here. Hands on that mat, or they can be on your foot and your knee if that feels good. I like them on the mat. And we're going to fold. Good, walk forward, walk those elbows forward. And breathe, shutting the eyes down here if it feels comfortable for you. Breathing those loving, deep breaths into the tight spaces in the hips. Slowly begin to pull yourself back up. A little extra here. See what you can do with that left leg. Can you bring it up? Can you feel this? You can use your right hand to balance you. Just play with this, feeling how it feels to pull on that left leg. This could be prep for mermaid or king pigeon. Either way. Could do some mermaid by hooking that left foot with the left elbow there. If you're into that sort of play thing. Either way, we're coming back to our all fours position. And go ahead and take some circles with that hip. Releasing it out. Beautiful. So now we're going to bring our left knee to our left wrist for the pigeon on the other side. So same exact things as the other side. Use the block. I invite you to put the block under that left hip there. If the block is too much, you could use a pillow or a blanket. I use a blanket rolled up for like the first year and a half of my practice. So I'm a big advocate of the blanket rolled up. That's what my husband does. The left, right leg is back there behind us. Feels like my left leg, but my left leg is in pigeon. Sit up nice and tall here. Active left foot. Straight right foot. Smiling, beautiful pigeons. And slightly walk forward. Nice, deep, loving breaths to that left hip. I know it's screaming. You gotta let the body know it's okay. This is acceptable. We will not be here forever. Very, very, very slowly. Begin to peel yourself up. Look at that right leg back there. See what you can do with it here. Picking it up, stretching it, maybe cupping it in that right elbow. Going for our mermaid here on the side. Or king pigeon if that's in your practice. Beautiful. And back to all fours. Make some circles with that hip. Loosen it out there. Very nice. And swing those legs through. Coming on down for our Shavasana here. Legs out long and lay back. Palms face up. Tuck those shoulder blades. Oh, yes. So nice. You worked hard. You deserve the Shavasana here. Recovery day is still movement, and it so totally counts. It's my favorite part of yoga. We can be really fast, hot, and sweaty with some power yoga. Or we can just do some restorative, relaxing yoga. Our bodies say thank you, no matter which type our minds pick. As always, I challenge you to stay here as long as you can. You are amazing. I hope that you feel very restored and happy right now. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow for day 8. Namaste.